Hey guys, Rock Music Lover 93 here.
Look, everybody! Matt's talking to the fish. He's such a freak.
Freak? Why would someone call it a freak? Because, it's your... You really wanted to take care of pets a long time ago, right?
Yes. My lovely fish.
And that was definitely a perfect choice to go for the betta fish that's red, because red is my second favorite color.
Yes. He's just a little bit shy, probably, if he's hiding behind the tank.
He or she, like, can't, because, don't like, more like being camera shy, because, your phone is here.
Yes. Anyway.
So, today, we were actually gonna be, like we said the last time, we're gonna be talking about grunge / alternative rock and also hard rock bands.
And the first thing about all grunge bands is hating being famous. Matt knows the drill.
This kind of rock band is also started popular, basically started, I think, getting even popular in the 90s. And then through early 2000s when, really, alternative, this kind of rock band, before we get started on that, when me, Matt, and Johnny talked about Simple Creatures the last time, unfortunately, though, I had to skip the parts because it's copyrighted. I didn't know these two songs were copyrighted, and I was pretty pissed off.
Musicians need their income to survive.
Now, what I was trying to say about some thoughts on Drug by Simple Creatures, the only part that I didn't really like about Drug is the overused na na na, but it's really good to I never thought of the na 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 parts when Mark got the idea just to go for inspired all the small things.
Definitely.
So that's what I said in trying to say in the last time we're reacting to it. And then Strange Love, which I actually like it better than Drug, although Drug was an alright song because of the na na na, but the good part about it is the music at least catchy.
Yes.
I know there's people who don't like the changes or didn't get the idea from Mark Hoppus just going from pop punk to pop. I didn't really care because I had to give Mark Hoppus a credit.
Definitely.
So, this is what I was only going to say about Simple Creatures. Now on to before I talked about the grunge bands / alternative rock and hard rock, I did forgot to mention our favorite ska punk bands that I actually missed, and I actually feel bad that that we forgot to mention this. Goldfinger, which I love Goldfinger, which is also known for the song Superman and Spokesman.
And we also forgot to mention Aqua Beats and also my favorite
it's Matt, it's Aquabats.
Aquabats, and also my favorite Sublime in Rome.
Sublime, yes, I forgot Sublime, because Sublime is
You're literally playing it in the video and everything.
Yeah, I had to put I had to put them in the background because I realized I forgot these two bands like Goldfinger and also Sublime, because Sublime is also considered a ska punk band.
Oh, Sam, and also I was making an Aquaman reference when we started the video.
Oh, right. And we also forgot No Doubt because they did some ska punk songs in the 90s.
Yes.
Gwen Stefani hasn't been aged when she's now in her 40s because she looks a lot younger. She doesn't look... She looks like she's in her 20s again instead of being in her 40s. I also forgot Big D and the Kids Table, which also a ska punk band from the 2000s. So that's all we gotta say for these bands that we missed in our previous video about it.
The fish wasn't hiding. I just forgot to turn off the light like Aquamarine.
oh yeah, the fish. Right. Yeah. So I'll start with me. We're just mentioning my favorite grunge / alternative rock / hard rock bands before we before I get to Matt's favorites, I'll get this started right now. Okay, now for this band, as always, for my favorite, Nirvana, because definitely showed the support of Kurt Cobain, and I finally got the pop figure that Matt gave it to me last Saturday, and which I want to say thank you so much for finally giving me this lovely gift. I know it's considered Valentine's Day. Yes, I know it's late for that, but I still want to thank you for that, babe.
You're welcome, and there's that much Weird Al I can stand without liking the song Weird Al's Teen Spirits.
Yeah.
Mostly on my Apple Music, I don't have that song, but actually on my Spotify, I do have that song.
Nobody can beat Weird Al's parodies because Weird Al is the parody king.
Yes.
Cannot believe Weird Al is gonna be 60 this year, and he still makes parodies today.
Yes.
So anyway, Nirvana. Definitely, I know a lot of Nirvana songs, especially I dig in 1991, especially with the song "Smells Like Teen Spirit." Also, there's so many songs of Nirvana. There's so many favorites.
Definitely.
And even parts in 1993 that they did the songs, and I gotta look at these songs. Oh yeah, Heart Shaped Box. Now I remember that Heart Shaped Box is really actually my favorite Nirvana song, and I also love Come As You Are, Lithium.
About a Girl, and also I like I Don't Care, and also I like Smells Like Teen Spirits.
Yeah, which I said in which is I think Smells Like Teen Spirit is probably considered the most popular Nirvana song ever.
Yes, because I actually like that song. And I can see you every night.
And I'll also never forget the song Rape Me.
Definitely.
I know the title of the song is a bit extreme, but this is what the song is probably, I don't know about, because I think dudes would, I know Kurt Cobain is really in deep depression, and that's why he's killing himself.
He actually, when he was alive, used to listen to R.E.M. as a big softie.
Yeah. I really like the pictures of Kurt Cobain, in red and black striped knitted sweater.
I also listened to R.E.M. I mean, I would never spray paint my apartment wall of That Smells Like Teen Spirit or I'm out in my ass in my mom's house.
And also, yeah, thank you for bringing that up, Matt, because R.E.M. is also probably one of our favorite alternative rock bands. They started way back in the 1980s, and they did it in the 90s.
I also like them.
They did a really popular song called Losing My Religion, which I really love it, and I like Shiny Happy People.
I also like It's Been a Bad Day.
R.E.M. had most of their really popular songs. I think most of them are in the 1990s and the 80s, but I listened to a lot of R.E.M. songs, even when I first heard it, I think in bar restaurants, such as Applebee's. They played a lot of rock songs like this.
Definitely.
R.E.M. is definitely, a lot of people will definitely recognize, when they're, if they're, grew up in the 1990s, they'll know them right away.
Definitely.
Yeah, so Losing My Religion, I sworn I have that song in my Spotify and Apple Music, but it's also one of my favorite songs too.
Definitely.
Another favorite alternative rock band I also love, Red Hot Chili Peppers, which I wear it right now.
Yes. I have a grunge band on. I have Sleeping with Sirens on.
Matt, Sleeping with Sirens isn't an alternative rock, it's more of a post-hardcore band.
I know, I was just saying that I have a post-hardcore shirt on.
But yeah, with this Sleeping with Sirens shirt, when it's you're wearing it, and I wanted that shirt so bad since I've already have a favorite, since it's already my favorite song.
Yeah, the shirt is pretty old.
I'm sure they have, this had the same shirt, I think, and on, like, somewhere online. I don't know if I could get it.
Definitely. Try Amazon.
Yeah, because I think they're cheaper. Because, yeah, because I think this is what my mom suggested, because Hot Topic is more high priced than Amazon had.
Yeah.
But anyway, about Red Hot Chili Peppers, I love, also best one of my favorites is also known as Anthony Kiedis, the lead singer. Anthony Kiedis he's in his 50s, and they started way back in the 1980s when they did their, I forgot about most of their songs, but I do have a
Rain Dance and Humba Bum and Californication, which I can actually play on guitar, is Californication.
Oh yeah, that's definitely probably a really fun song to play on a guitar. Californication.
I know the intro, actually. I know the intro.
And most of my favorite songs from Red Hot Chili Peppers, of course, it's back in the 90s or even their newer stuff in the 2000s. Like, I'll start from the 90s, like, Under the Bridge, Breaking the Girl, Californication, Scar Tissue, and my all-time favorite Red Hot Chili Pepper song, Dani, California.
Definitely.
Even with their newer stuff, I actually still enjoy them, and their songs are definitely fun when most of the songs that's if they do another song, Breaking the Girl, it's mostly played on acoustic, because this is what it's meant to. This song was meant to play on acoustic, that one of them. But most of the Red Hot Chili Pepper songs most of them is only good on just the simple notes like that and on electric guitar. Most of them, because it's still considered alternative rock, and some of their other songs had some rap rock, like Give It Away, because it's had some rap.
What?
Yeah, I really enjoy this song as well.
I also like Soundgarden, but when I went to Seattle, everybody was quiet on the train instead of in mourning, but they said we're still in mourning for Chris Cornell, but they said Chris Cornell is a logger and a drug addict.
Oh, and just from now on for this video, I think for bringing up the bands, I think we'll definitely really good if, since, Bad's bringing up the band after I bring up the band, I think it would be really good. I think each one of us definitely take turns for our favorite bands. But since you mentioned Soundgarden, I also love Soundgarden as well. It was also known with the really most popular song, Black Hole Sun.
Yes.
Black Hole Sun is definitely my favorite. Alright, so the next band that actually my favorite is... Sorry, I have to try to get what's in it. What?
My email ringed and said, I got mail. You got mail.
Oh, wow.
I got mail.
So Soundgarden was definitely... I don't really know much of their songs, but I like Black Hole Sun, and that's why I just really like the music video is definitely really cool as hell. My other favorite grunge / alternative rock and hard rock band is also Smashing Pumpkins. Bullet of My Butterfly Wings is my favorite. I really love this song, and I really like their other song and earlier stuff too, because I think the lead singer Billy Corgan or Corgan, I'm not really sure I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but yeah, he's the lead singer of Smashing Pumpkins. Yeah, I really like this song, and I definitely have I gotta check more of their songs if I can remember.
20 minutes later.
My other favorite Smashing Pumpkins song is also Zero. I love Zero, and I also like 1979, Tonight. Yeah, those are the songs that I remember from the Smashing Pumpkins, and one of them I can actually learn them on a guitar, especially Zero.
Definitely.
This is what I also would like to learn that in the future for alternative rock.
I also like the Lemonheads, I believe.
Let's see, the Lemonheads.
12 seconds later.
Yeah, they're an alternative rock. I checked. You got it right this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, the Lemonheads were definitely recognizable of when they did the cover of the Simon and Garfunkel song "Mrs. Robinson."
Well, they did a cover of I believe they did a cover of Schoolhouse Rock song, but I forgot the name.
I checked the one from Schoolhouse Rock you're talking about from the Lemonheads. Yes, there's actually one song that's played by the Lemonheads for Schoolhouse Rock. It's called "My Hero Zero."
Yes, I also like the song that goes "Rockin' and a rollin', splishing and splashing, what can it be?"
Yeah, the Lemonheads. I've listened to this rock band before, and I actually like them. Yeah, the Lemonheads is really, really awesome.
Sometimes in my video, I like to play the song Pavement, which goes "Rockin' and a rollin', splishing and splashing, what can it be?"
Yeah, this is definitely their best song that's been listened to. I didn't really know much of their a lot of their songs, but I knew their cover songs that also know with Mrs. Robinson. That's what I really know from the Lemonheads.
This morning when me and my mom were driving to breakfast, I was playing Mrs. Robinson. I was playing the cover in the car, I believe.
And what does your mom think of the cover song?
She actually liked it.
That's good because yeah, I actually like the covers. You know, I both love the original and the cover version because it's still rock and yeah. Okay, also my other favorite alternative rock band is Foo Fighters. Yes, I love the Foo Fighters. And my favorite song.
That thing I could never seem to get is Foo Fighter tickets.
Oh.
The thing I could never seem to get is Foo Fighter tickets.
Yeah, and I don't know where they are now. They were.
Oh, they did air in New York, but those tickets are like hotcakes, man. That's the thing I could never seem to get. I had to pay for this to make some sacrifices and not go to the Foo Fighters and pay for this apartment.
Yeah, because they were like they were like really expensive, I bet.
I guess this apartment is a place to live, but not usually both. Sometimes if I would do responsible things instead of go to a Foo Fighters concert and then pay for this apartment. I actually made the decision on my own to not get the Foo Fighters tickets and pay for this apartment.
Well, anyway, All My Life is my favorite Foo Fighters song. Like, I also like Everlong. There's other songs that I remember for the Foo Fighters, but All My Life, this is a song that I've heard it millions of times, but it's really catchy. It's my favorite. Yeah, Dave Grohl is really the best for as a frontman in Foo Fighters.
Yes. I also like Mudhoney. They sing that song, "Dogs, I'm sick."
You were right again that Mudhoney was also alternative rock, and they're from Seattle.
Damn, I think the borrowers are upstairs.
Yeah, cause I think it's just the footsteps from my mom walking and also the dog.
You never heard the story of the borrowers? It's an Irish tale where they take stuff and they do it to support their families, I believe.
Oh, well, I never heard of it.
Well, it's also an Irish tale like the story of King Arthur. Whoever pulls the sword out of the stone shall be king.
Yes, that line. Yeah, so Mudhoney, I actually never heard of this band, but I really should check it out because since you mentioned a lot of these rock bands, there's some that I actually never heard of it, which I really should check it out.
You mean Sonic Youth, L7, and Bikini Kill? Yeah, I don't know if they're back together anymore. They probably hate each other now. They probably want to punch each other in their perfect teeth, Bikini Kill. I'm not sure why they don't like each other.
I don't know. Now get to the 2000s, or also like still the part of the 90s. I know it's considered hard rock, most of it, but my favorite is Weezer. I love Weezer with from the early stuff when they did started their earlier songs like Buddy Holly. They also did Pink Triangle. They did We Were All on Drugs, and also Perfect Situation. I also and one of their hit songs that I really liked it is Beverly Hills.
Definitely. Bikini Kill did that song that goes Rebel Girl.
Yeah. Now Weezer recently did from their newer stuff. Weezer did like cover songs from mostly from the 1980s. They did Africa by Toto, which they did it like last year. Now they did a cover on Aha's Take On Me. This cover songs was actually pretty good. And their newer song, when I heard it on the comic store, if I can look it up on my Shazam.
The little kids catch the little leprechaun. Always after me, Lucky Charms.
Okay, now the song I was talking about that I went into a comic store that was played, it's called Feels Like Summer. I love that song.
I will literally put the hose on you, children!
My God.
Women are the same as you see them in comic books and manga. I will literally put the hose on you, children!
Before Matt decided to mention another favorite alternative rock band, if he doesn't have it in mind for a second, I also love Linkin Park. Yeah, Linkin Park, but I am so sad when Chester Bennington died back in 2017, but I also love Crawling, I also love Breaking the Habit, or In the End, and my favorite, Numb.
Is Chris Cornell.
Which is crazy, like in 2017, and 2017 is a pretty bad year because of the death of Chris Cornell and Chester Bennington. It was crazy.
When I returned to Seattle, everybody was quiet instead of talking about Chris Cornell, and they just said we're still in mourning for Chris Cornell, and then they just said Chris Cornell is a logger and a drug addict!
Which I didn't know. Chris Cornell did drugs, and that's why he died that young. Now, since there's so many alternative rock bands, I got one more favorite right there because I know it's getting a little longer, but my one last favorite alternative rock band is The Killers because I like the song Mr. Brightside and Somebody Told Me. So The Killers didn't really do much songs, if I remember correctly, but they did popular in the 2000s. So that's all I gotta say for my favorite alternative rock / grunge and / hard rock bands. Now, before Matt gets his last turn for his favorite alternative rock band, there's one more rock genre that but I'm not really sure that it's considered goes in a rock genre called gothic rock, such as Him, and also the 69 Eyes. It's considered gothic rock, but before I get to
They're
that,
actually from Scandinavia.
Finland, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Finland.
Yeah, they're from Finland.
Welcome to Finland. Nice accent, bigger. Thank you.
Yeah, there is one more rock genre that I was probably think about it in the next time is and I forgot about it in the previous ones. Indie rock. We'll talk more about it in the next topic of the rock genre for our favorites. All right, Matt. Now it's your last turn for your favorite alternative rock band.
Okay, I'll talk to you my favorite alternative rock.
Yeah, because I think I got one more in mind because the video is getting longer now.
My favorite alternative rock would have to be Angels and Airwaves.
Yeah, I would probably consider it alternative rock because it goes with the other genres like space rock or art rock, which
Yeah, they do this thing where they have the adventure that I have fond memories of listening to.
Which I actually mentioned Angels and Airwaves, which I would definitely listen more of Angels and Airwaves because, I still like Tom DeLonge when he's originally with Blink-182 and then he moved on to Angels and Airwaves after he left.
Yeah, I got it from the Tower Records. Remember that place?
Yes.
What should we do? Work at a Tower Records? There is no Tower Records or Circuit City.
Oh, I don't see that coming like that. Oh, I love you, Matt.
I love you too.
So that's all we gotta talk about the alternative rock bands. That's
I
this video.
I always know how to make you smile.
Well, you did now. You always did. So Thank you so much, Matt.
Like when you heard some noises upstairs, you said, "Always after me, Lucky Charms."
Thank you so much for making me smile, Matt.
You're welcome.
So subscribe to Matt. I'm gonna put his channel in the description. This is Rock Music Lover 93 signing out.
And take a out.